Good morning, cats and kittens, pups and pooches, animals of all variety. It's Susie Q96, and as I promised yesterday, I am back to give you the wrap up on what we found in our box of pennies, which we got from the local bank. That was a stray I just picked up off the floor. I had to check that one out real quick before depositing it in the depository box. So we went through the box maybe 6 rolls at a time, simply because that's about all my eyeball was going to let me look at before it said, nope, we're not doing her no more. So that being said, we finished up on yesterday's video with our search, and I have 5 or 6 lying around just because I need to study them a little more, or because I just picked them up off the floor and laid them up here. And then I have the coppa container, which I emptied it before we started. And there are probably a few 82 zincs in here because I put all the 82s in so I could go back and check for copper versus zinc. But there's not a significant number. So we're going to do our statistics on what we got out of the box. I'm going to start by putting the coppa on the scale, and it weighs, including the container, so which is a very lightweight plastic. So it weighs 1 pound and 10 ounces. So that's our haul. Good morning, try again. How are you? Welcome. So anyway, out of the box, we got 1 pound, 10 ounces of copper. And now we're going to look at these other pennies. I've got quite a few of them. We're going to line them up by date and reason for saving them. Okay, that is an S, a 70S. This is one of the Lincoln, I believe that was 2009. Yeah, the 2009s have the life of Abraham Lincoln depicted in various manners. I guess I should go a little slower so people have time to look at them. This is another one of the Lincoln series. This one's not in really great shape, but it's a book space filler. As you can see, it because these are zinc, they deteriorate pretty rapidly unless you get them like I did that first one, which is pretty sanitary. Then we have, what do we have here? Come on, wake up. Oh, this is going to be another Lincoln. Oh, this one's really deteriorating badly. Fortunately, we have a better sample of that, but that's a pretty strange marking on there. It's actually kind of blue. I don't know what that's all about. But, so put that over there with our Lincoln series. This one I just saved because for 1970 it doesn't look too bad. Got a little mark over here by the date, but it's still got some glim to it. So that one I just saved to see if it is better than what's in my books. So here we got a 1944D wheat penny. It's got a little crud right there. But all in all, not too bad. The back looks decent. A reverse, not awful. So start a row for 40s. I got quite a few pennies here to go through that we set aside. So 40s. Move these linkies down here. There we go. All right, next up from our search. Can hardly see that. I gotta turn this light off. It's blinding me, and I'm already blind in one eye. There we go. This one's in pretty bad shape, but it is a 1940 something. Let me see if I can get a better view on it. I make serious coin collectors go crazy. They don't like my field cleaning, but this is I believe, a 42. But I can't. Only one person's watching me. I know Sunday morning's rough. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong book here. I want to look at my red book that I got out Coin Collecting for Dummies, which probably would be more useful. Oh, because that's me. I'm a dummy. Here's my red book. There, much more better. I want to look at something real quick here. I'm so confused. Penny, 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 penny. I should always have this book out when I'm doing things. Pennies, pennies. No, I don't have any largies in here. Half cents. Where's the chapter on no cents? That's where I'm going to be found. Anyway, I got my book out. Hey, John Jacobs, I sent you a package. I did. Your coin bag is on its way, along with your Star Wars cards. So anyway, there's a 42. Let me move the 44 down. Okay, next in our pile of finds, I believe this is going to be another 2009 from the Lincoln series. This one's pretty tidy. Yeah, I'm slow, but eventually I get it done, John. I still have 2 packages here that I can't send because I never got addresses, or if I did, I can't find them. So if anyone sees out in the streams Trixie Lee or Edwin Smith, they have until Thursday at midnight to contact me with their address. Otherwise, I'm going to be putting these packages back in the giveaway bin. And there's some real nice stuff in them, so I'd hate for those people to lose out, but this is from the Christmas giveaway. So, yeah. Okay, next from our search is a 46 Wheatie. It's pretty worn, but you can almost read most everything on it. There we go. It's a little better. So, got that. I'll go back over it all at the end when we got them all sorted out. Right now they're just in a pile. There's a 57 Wheatie that we got out of the box of tricks. Another 57. This one's got the measles or something. I'll go back and look at these more carefully later. Right now I'm just doing the tally of what we got. I got to look at these again real quick because I'm changing my stacking. Okay, that's a 44D. This one should just be a 44. Yeah, okay. Next up is, of course, a Wheatie. And that is a mess. 50-something D. Oh, cool. 68 SDD. Oh, wow. That's a good one. I've never found one of those. Excellent find, John. Excellent. Okay, 55D. Hey, Jeff C., how are you? Welcome in. We are recapping our finds from the penny box that I got from the bank last week. And over the week, I just did a few rolls each day. I'm trying to get back into doing things with limited sight. And my eye is still healing. And I still have to have possibly more surgery on it. But I'm trying to get back in the swing of things here and learning how to do things. Hey, Mikey, 2 donuts for breakfast. Yeah, but I asked you earlier over at Rob's, what's for lunch? Hi, Sandy. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see everybody up and around this morning. Okay, this is a 51D. Doing my recap of what we found in the box, and then we'll do the total count of what we got. There's a 1953 Wheatie. This one, that's the year I was born. I'm officially older than the dirt I search. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got. Some of these I just saved because they were in really, really good shape, and I want to look in my box. Yeah, like this one. It's not a Wheatie, but it's the first year of the ones with the memorial on the back of them, but it's in really nice shape for a 59. So I kept that to compare to my book. Hi, Mary. How you doing, sweetheart? Okay, here's the next one that we pulled out of the box. I'm not doing these in any particular order. Here's a 57D. Put that in the line. We've got quite a few 50s. And some 40s so far. Here's a 1951 that we rescued. Not in too bad a shape. Like I said, I'll go back and look at these more carefully after the fact. Right now, I'm just sorting them out to see what we found. There's another 57D. Oh yeah, here's a Canadian, a 2006 Canadian. They don't make pennies in Canada anymore, so always glad to see one. So let's put those up here. This is another Canadian. I know I had 2. Yeah, here's the other Canadian we found, a 1982. It's not quite as showy as the other one, but it's still in relatively good condition. So that up there with those. Like I said, there will be a few in here that I only saved to see if they look better in my book than what's already in there. And I also have a couple extra books I'm working on. There's another 44D. Where's the 44s? I gotta do that. Okay, that's the 44D pile. That's what I thought. I don't have one of those fancy mats. Oh, this was the funniest coin we found. Somebody butchered this penny. We don't know what they were up to, but both sides of the penny. Yeah. It was suggested someone attempted to sharpen their mother's scissors on this. There's not much legible. You can see up here, there's part of the C or an O. Hard to tell. It's pretty butchered. There's really no way of ascertaining why someone would do this. I think they were scratching off the zinc to get to the copper. I don't know. What in the world? But I think I'm going to make a piece of jewelry out of this. What do I do with the rejects? As far as Wheaties and stuff, I have a box in which I sort them out and put them in these little bags by what they are. This happens to be the 50S. And then when people are looking for certain coins, I try to help them out. I've got some right now I'm looking for somebody. But I also start new books and fill them and give them away. So the Zinkins and all of that stuff, I send that back to the bank so I can afford more. And and the copper I put them in a container, but I don't know what to do with them. Last time I ended up taking them back to the bank because nobody was interested in them. But I started saving them again because metal prices are fluctuating so much right now because of this recession issue that I'm thinking, I'm just speculating that maybe somebody will want them. And if they sit around here too long, that's a 75S. Goes over here with the later S's, the non-weedy S's. I save all the S pennies. We got a 56. A lot of 50s. Move this row up. Yeah, I wish I had one of those fancy mats, but I don't know where I'd put it. My desk is too small, so I'm using a mouse pad to just line them up so they don't slip around. There's another 57D. We found several of those in this box, scattered out. Another 1944. Actually, we found more Wheaties than I thought we did. There's a 51D. Let's see where I'm at here. Yeah, okay. Couple of those. I know we did get some 1920s. There's a 34. Not in the greatest shape in the world, but it's still a Wheatie. And another 57D. A lot of those. another 72S. I think I've got what I got here? I've got a 70, a 72, and I think a 75S. Yeah. So those are coppas. Here's a 44D. Another 74S. Yeah, there's a 74 that I just kept because it was so bright and shiny. I want to see if it's better than what's in any of my books. I don't know why this is in here. Oh, I know why we saved this one, because it has a hole punched in it. Right up here at the top. Someone has punched it. So I'll be probably making jewelry out of that. And, oh, we have a third Canadian. I'm not sure, Sandy, why they quit making pennies, but I think it was in 2012 that they ceased production. Part of it, I believe, was that it cost more for the copper than the penny was worth. If I remember correctly, that was the reason as to why they quit making them. If someone wants to correct me, Mikey, if you're still here, I'm sure Mikey knows. Mikey knows everything, including the lunch menu. Where's my Canadians? There they are. Yeah, I think it costs more to make them. The United States is actually going to quit making them too, from what I understand. Here's a 49D. 1952. And this, I'm missing one because there it is. This is the one this is the find of the box as far as I'm concerned, simply because of how bright and shiny it is, although I'm thinking somebody may have cleaned this. But this is a 1926 Wheatie, the oldest one in our find. So, well, look it up, Mikey. That's your job. No, I think it was 2012. I could be wrong, but the last time. All right, Mary, thanks for popping in. Hit the like button on the way out. We love you. Watch your mailbox. You have a package on its way. Okay, so what we ended up with, like, I'm not quite ready to wash my hands yet, but soon. Okay, so out of this box, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, I got to recount those. Okay, we got 3 Canadians. I'm going to write this down so I can add it all up. We started out with 1 pound, 10 ounces of copper. Got 3 Canadians. We got 2 4 miscellaneous, and that includes the 2 really good 70s, the mangled penny, and the penny with the hole in it. Then we got 4 of the 2009 Lincoln Life series. And now we're going to count up the Wheaties. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We got 29 Wheaties. I think that's pretty darn good for a box. So out of that box, we got 40 that we saved, and the 1 pound, 10 ounces of copper that we saved. So I think that actually turned out to be a pretty good box. It didn't start out well at all, and I really didn't think it was going to turn into much. I was getting so many shield pennies at the beginning. But in the end, let me post what we got. Oh, come on. We got, oops, I don't want that. That's my phone number for my other phone. If I could see, it would help. I'm typing. Bear with me. Okay, so here is our final tally. Not too shabby. So, there you have it. Now I got to roll all the rest of them back up and take them to the bank. Hopefully we can get another box that produces that much. That's the most Wheaties I've found in a box. My previous record was 22. So still, I did the pennies because I didn't have access to the car wash quarters, and we did pretty good. So now if I can just figure out what to do with the coppers, that will, that'd be good. I don't want to have to take them all back, but if I have to, I will. And if you happen to know or see Edwin Smith or Trixie Lee while you're out in the streams, please tell them they need to email me by midnight Thursday. I have still got their Christmas packages here, and I can't find their addresses. So if I don't hear from them within the rest of this time period, because I've been looking online for them since Friday, then I'll be putting those gifts back into the giveaway box. So if you know them, please have them contact me with their email address. Well, it's technically not legal to melt them. People do it, but it's technically not legal, and I don't have any way to do that anyway. So if somebody wants to buy them from me, I'm not responsible for what they do with them, but they're heavy and a pain in their derriere to mail. But hang on, I'm typing something. Yeah, well, I don't live in Mexico. Ah, but I work for a band of Mexican rock stars. Does that count? Does that mean I can melt them in Michigan because I'm on the property of a Mexican? I hadn't thought about that way. I don't think the U.S. Mint has either. You can melt Canadian copper. Oh wow! Well, I only got 3 of those. That's that's not going to help much. Oh dear. Oh come on, computer. I hate this thing when it starts acting up. I'm sitting here hitting enter, 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 and it's not entering anything. Okay. So anyway, that's what we ended up with. Pizza. I'm thinking about that too, Mikey. I got one. Uh, I bought a pizza at Walmart. Now their pizzas are okay. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. The crust is pretty good. So what I do is I buy them and I bring them home, and then I add more goodies to them. I add more peppers and onions and pepperonis and more cheese, and then I end up with a super duper supreme. And yeah, DiGiorno's is pretty good, but I get the Walmart one, and then I put all my extra goodies on it, and then I cut it into 4 sections because there's only me here, and so I have my pizza, and then I freeze the rest in zip bags. I learned that if I wrap parchment paper around it before I put it in the freezer, it the crust stays a lot better. Yeah, I hadn't had pizza for a while, so I decided I was going to do that. But yeah, DiGiorno's are pretty good. But yesterday, when I was at the Walmart, our Walmart was like the frozen food section was really picked over, and there were a lot of things they just didn't have. And in the DiGiorno, all they had left was the one that just has cheese and the pepperoni, and everything else in the whole case was empty. So I opted for a Walmart deli supreme pizza that I'm going to dress up because their crust is pretty good, and that's the thing I'm really fussy about is the crust. So, but yeah, I hadn't had pizza for a while. And I did go out metal detecting yesterday. I am working up a little more stamina, and I just went up to a school that's about a half a mile from here. My brother gave me a detector that nobody seems to be able to find anything out about. Uh, it, he bought it in 1999 or 2000 from Calico, who are one of the biggest detector distributors. And it was made by First Texas, who also, I think, make Bounty Hunter and some other ones. But I haven't been able to find, I found one video about this detector. And I did find the uh, manual for it, but the manual's not very clear on the settings. And so I was trying to learn this detector. I didn't find much. I found a dime buried about 4.5, 5 inches down, and a Yoo-hoo bottle cap, and some other signals that I could not, no matter how much I dug, I could not, either couldn't get to them or couldn't find them. But I'm having to learn how to do things all over again as far as the way my eyes work and stuff. But I managed to detect for an hour. The week before, when I went out, I only lasted about 20 minutes. So my stamina is improving because I learned from the first trip that I needed to work on my leg muscles, that my arms were working pretty good. I could dig. My problem is mostly my legs get tired, so I've been working on walking more and getting more exercise. So I enjoyed going out. I'm going to try to go back to the same place with my simplex this afternoon and see what it turns up. And that way I'll be able to tell if I was just missing things because of the quality of the detector or if there's just nothing there, and of course the technology is much better now than it was when this detector was released. But I'm really having a hard time finding out much about it. So I'm going to keep looking. Let's see. Anyway, it's called a Titan 3000 XD. And I'm going to keep trying to find out. All right, John, who's having an auction? I don't know who's having an auction. He may have already left. Oh, well, somebody's having an auction. I don't go to the auctions because they are too tempting for me to spend money, and I'm saving everything for my move to Michigan. Oh, Coin Crew. Yeah, my buddies. I like them. I'll try to get over there in a little bit. I'm going to get off of here in just a minute. So, this is the detector I've been playing with. Uh, Titan 3000 XD. Uh, but I'm going to go back today with my regular detector so I can make a comparison, because I don't know. I have pretty much picked that playground over. I don't think they use it much anymore. I'm not saying there's nothing there because I did find a dime, but anyway, I'm just happy I got out there later on this afternoon. It's supposed to be about 10 degrees warmer than it is now. And I love daylight savings time because I can get out there at 5 o'clock and still have plenty of light. So it's all good. Yeah, everybody go over and catch the Coin Crew. Uh, Tell them I sent you. And I'm going to go. I got to do a genealogy job for somebody. I got to finish up. I do family tree research for people to make a little extra money. So if you need help in that aspect, contact me. I'll give you a special rate for being a subscriber to my coin channel. So we'll see y'all later. Have a great day. And much love to y'all. Hit the like button on the way out, please. And thank you. Bye.